This is Nibiru Watcher. It is December 6th, 2018, and I'm on Jessica Howls at the Moon YouTube channel, who lives in Texas. This was published in Texas on the 5th of December, and this looks very familiar. We just showed a video of this, so I guess the weather knuckleheads are calling this tangents of arc. Well, it is a tangent of arc for sure. That's how you would describe that. Look at that. What the heck just flew across the screen, by the way? The sun had already set, and it looks very similar to the other footage, again from another perspective on a different day. This is all over Texas. Where did we see this before? Well, how about November 29th in Sweden? Let's look at the footage on this real quick, in case you missed it.
Estão vendo que lindo?
Yeah. Well,
Isso aqui é na rua
we
de
gotta
casa.
pause right when the point when I'm going to show you
Mais um pouquinho
three
à frente pra ver se dá pra
giant
mostrar o
circles.
fim.
Okay, we have a circle here. We have a circle on the right. It look like three converging circles. And then we got, so we have that. And now check this out. I'm going to go back and cover this one more time. So this is a website. I'm not even sure how to pronounce it. Now, I will leave a link to this website, and you can do the same thing. So there's no camera trickery here, folks. What you're going to see is going to be blowing your minds. So let's go back to October. I'm going to set the day here to October 31st, and let's look at this camera and see the timeline of the events here. So let's look at the 6th, 20 a.m. We see relatively clear skies. Can I zoom this in? Here we go. Okay, move to center a little bit. 6:30 a.m. This is in Germany. 6:40. We see the emergence of a dark spot right here. Let's go back one shot. The emergence of this dark spot. I've been showing this, and now watch this. Ta-da! Look at that. And then I'm gonna zoom that in, and then let's keep watching what shows up next a little bit later. Now, I'm not even going to say I believe that's a result of what's the planetary shadow object trailing behind. And then we get this object here and remains there for a while. Look at that. It's almost still there. See that? You know this is a windy day. Hours have passed and that spot still sits there, right? And now it finally disappears. Let's go back. Let's zoom in one last time. And let's see what's happening here. I'm doing this live, okay? This is not Photoshop. I am logged into this webcam remotely, okay? You can go do this. I'm going to zoom this in. And lo and behold, look at this. That is the most, so far, one of the cleanest shots. Actually, there is one other one that actually caught this on a streaming video. And it was on, I forgot the name of the channel. He stopped making videos, but it was pretty amazing. And then remember that this was on the October 31st. Look what showed up on another German web camera. This red dot here. Let's zoom that in. Guarantee you folks, it's not a hologram. They're hiding this thing. They're not hiding in deep underground military bunkers from a hologram. Come on. Now, look at this thing appear. Yeah, I know these raindrops. I'm not talking about them. I'm just talking this red appearance. Now, I would never have all by itself posted this, but look how it just disappears. Just that appearance. Things get very interesting. And why would that suddenly appear like that? Right? That is pretty crazy, if you ask me. I have something else I want to show you that we showed before that I got a strike, but this is just a photograph. Now, I want to show you these dark lines that was captured from this Facebook account. These lines with the lightning. I'm not going to go into detail like I did in the last video. You can go back and rewatch it. and the sun simulator. But I just want to show you the pattern of the light. Look at the perfect even patterns here. And now look at what shows up in these photos. Watch the same pattern appear in front of a time-lapse camera in Scotland. Again, we see the sun showing up, and we can start to see this shadowy structure. We could see the light refracting here. I know it's old news, but it really dawned on me, this structure that we're seeing. We see the split beam of light here, like we saw on the MB3 channel, and this was on the 28th. And then we've got of 28th of February. Then we've got one of the more revealing ones. We see the beam of light pass here and disappear and come out the other side of this giant structure. We're starting to show the pattern of this huge X system up here. Again, look how the light's coming merging here. We're seeing this, what is behind the sun simulator. If you ask and wonder, just go back and watch my sun simulator videos. The next video I have time-lapse of October 29th. Look at this more compelling one. This one here, this intense beam of light appears. It's the cone of light from the sun simulator, but look how it lights up and shows the structure that matches the Facebook video that we saw. Look at that. There it is. Those weren't planetary shadows. That's that hidden structure. Look, see how that light goes in, disappears, and shows itself right there. Let me pause that. I'm going to go back, and let's go look back at this. Now, this is just a little speculation, but it certainly seems to point out the same objects that we see in front of the sun simulator. The sun simulator, so many questions. I will leave all your answers in a pinned comment and with a playlist video of all the sun simulator questions you may have. Just go to the top of the comments and it'll all be right there. Hi, when, where, when, how, and all that. Every question I try to answer. And so we see this same lens that we have in front of the sky. What do you mean lens? Let's look at some of the evidence of the lenses that we have as this is unfolding and unveiling before our very eyes. So let's look at some of the evidence of this lens. We see them in this Australian web camera here, which has been offline for 5 months now. The WeatherCam network from Australia, 65 cameras available. Now there's only 2, and we can see the lenses here overlapping just like we're seeing from the previous videos. And we are seeing this everywhere. People are submitting. I've got the lens array. People can see it. You just have to look at some of the footage that we're catching from FAA cameras, from the sun, from the setting sun, looking really, really weird, right? That's because there's lenses in front of it. Look at this one. These lenses, I think they're using polarization to block the sun. If you can get 2 polarized lens, one vertical and one horizontal, it would act as a perfect mirror. Pretty crazy. And endless footage, folks. We got this one here from the FAA cameras. We got this one. You could see it blocking light there. Is it painting a picture yet? Mary Kazor did a great video showing the lens in this footage. There's just so much to go back about the lenses, and some of the most craziest ones. Look at this one. This is a compilation of the lenses capable of even stopping light. Look at that. It's everywhere. It's undisputable, reflecting on the water droplets. Look at that. That was in webcam to Mexico. And also we have cloaked craft causing lens distortions all the way on the ground. Here, messing with the cameras.
Wow, that was strange.
Yeah. I've had this all around. I go back
This is weird.
Look how it's messing with the focal length of the camera. Here's another great video from Buffalo Skywatcher. Thank you, Buffalo Skywatcher. I'm just gonna play this forward. I think this was time lapse, so you'll appreciate it. I'll just scroll forward. Watch how crazy. You see the light bending at the bottom here? That's one of the lenses. See that? Look it. If you just get your eyes out and look, that's what's happening. Look at that. Let's play that one slowly. You don't think they have the ability and technology to hide even light? And look, a little later in this footage, we see it a little. Watch what happens here. That's why it looks to me electronic. These are ultra thin lenses. I made an article about it. They take siliconized particles, siliconized pillars, and making them shorter, changing their density and length and everything else, changing polarizing light. Go back and watch that video. Oh yeah, in case you missed it, the X going across the mountain, the sun simulator, the X. Starting to see a picture, the X, the pattern with the light, the structure of the sun simulator, indisputable evidence. Catch this from the coastland. That's from the same pedicure beach that we saw that beam of light from. Let me speed this up a little bit. I'm going to scroll forward. I had to slow it down because it was a time lapse, and here we can see a clear to define X. Right. I'll pause it when we see the solid X there. Well, we already passed it. Right there. Okay? An X going across a cliff. And this, the X traveling. The sun simulator pattern that we saw from the United Kingdom. Spiraling beams of light with X patterns on the ground. I had to slow this down 8 times to see this. So how something moves that fast? There is no way that that was smoke, vapor, spiraling. Come on, anybody that's smoke, be honest now. Let me slow it down some more just to see that. Look at this. Go watch that video. That thing flew across near the speed of sound. Incredible. Thank you everybody for helping me out with these videos. Copy, like, and share. And have a blessed day.